Hello everyone, welcome on into the stream. It is Tuesday, time for yet another Wurm Roulette stream where we go and explore areas of the world that I've never been to. I hope you've all been having a great, relaxing holiday time. I hope you've been pampering yourselves and your family members. I hope Santa Claus or well, not everyone of course believes in Santa Claus. I believe in Santa Claus, but for those of you who do, I hope that Santa brought you nice presents. And well, what's more important, I hope that even during this challenging, awful Corona time, I hope you were still able to get some sense of enjoying the time with your family. I'm sure it's been very challenging making those decisions this year. Anyhow, we are here in Wurm Online once again, of course, and we are going to either go and explore here on the old servers with Milena, or we are going to go and explore the northern cluster with Safarina. So these are the new servers which launched with the Steam launch, and of course these are the old servers that have been around for 15 years, and my character, this one is 7 years old, this one is only a few months old. So which one shall it be? We shall see in a moment. But before we do that, welcome on in, Zehtran, always good to see you. Joda, hello. Tret, hello, and thank you so much for that sub. I noticed from the stats there that you had subscribed. Thank you so much for that, very much appreciated. I am glad that you're enjoying the stream. And I'm not sure if you got a chance to, I responded to your message on YouTube. I'm not sure if you had a chance to check out that cranes video, but that I linked to you there in my response. But man, when I saw that, like, that was like my very first touch of the cranes. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. Absolutely fantastic, man. Fantastic video. Loved the whole, just the way the video was set up and all the little artsy stuff going on there. And of course, the song itself is really, it's one of my favorite Cranes songs, actually. You did see my response, and you added it to your playlist. Nice, nice. Yeah, the Cranes have some pretty kind of more mainstreamy songs, but they have some very dark songs, and I love the sort of contrast with Alison's super baby-like voice, that merged together with the really harsh guitars and the really harsh sounds in some of the songs. Those are some of my favorite songs where you have that contrast. And Jincheko is saying that a rift spawned at N17 on Cadence today. So is that the first rift now? Interesting. Yes. So actually, rifts are now available on the new servers. And you know what we might do? So, has it, Jincheko, has it spawned in, like, is the fight going on right now already, or is it so that the beam is up in the skies, that it's going to be like in a few days or something like that? Yes, indeed, Tret. Yes, indeed. It is. It's a great combination. So, anyhow, if you've never been to one of my Wurm Roulette streams, and possibly if you've never been to one of my Wurm streams, welcome on in, everyone. And Wurm Online, I'm just going to do this little spiel here just because not everyone knows Wurm, and of course when this goes to YouTube, somebody might just stumble upon this video and they won't know what the hell this is all about. So, ooh, look there, guys, is a rift beam. So there's one here on Melody as well. Look at that. So you got the Santa beam going up there. Apparently the Christmas presents are still available, and we have a rift beam. Now, I have to say, from a sort of role-play immersion point of view, I'm not a fan of this beam system. I wish there was another way to do this, because for me, those really like sort of break the immersion when you see this fake, weird like line up in the sky. But I don't really have a suggestion on how better to do that. For those who don't know, the beam is showing the location of where the rift is going to be, And upon so usually it's I think it appears like a few days before the rift, and then it is removed once the rift fight has been completed. So yeah, I don't know if there'd be a better way to do that, but yeah, it kind of breaks the immersion. It's like ugly in the sky for me. But I shall not complain. I'm just glad that we have them now on the servers, because I know on the old servers people love them. I wonder if there's one going on here on Xanadu. No, I'm not seeing one here on Xanadu right now. And hello, Sergeant Scully. Welcome on into the stream. Jinjiko says, the fight isn't a few days from your understanding, but the beam is here. Cleared some trees around it. Nice. And Mr. Noisy, hello there. Welcome on into the stream. Change the beam to a rainbow, you say. Yeah, I guess the only problem with a rainbow is that which end of the rainbow would it be at? Or would you have to go and check? And hello, Lilybella. Welcome on in. Niaria says all 3 Northern Freedom Cluster servers have rifts planned for the same day, time. Oh, that's weird. That's weird because, of course, I'm sure there's some people out there who would love to partake in all 3, especially since there's that task, you know, whatchamacallit? What's it called again? The journal task. What was it? You needed to go to 100 rifts or something. There's one like that, and so that would sort of require you to be able to take part in all of the rifts, because otherwise it's just going to take you years and years and years. Anyhow, guys, so yes, Wurm Online is a sandbox MMO. It is the one go-to MMO I've been playing now for 7 years. Love it, and on Tuesdays, what we've been doing for over a year now is that we have been visiting an area of the world that I have never been to. And you might ask, Cats, how is it possible that after 7 years of playing the game, you have not seen everything? Well, that is because Wurm, its world is absolutely gigantic. There is so much to see. There is so much land to cover. And to be honest, most of the time I actually sort of putter around here on my own islands or deeds, just doing my thing, crafting and building and so forth. So that kind of explains it as well. Anyhow, for this purpose, we have a handy dandy map. So this is the map for the old servers, and you can see all of these blue dots here, which represent the places that we've gone to during these Wurm Roulette streams. All of the numbers correlate to the stream. When I export these and upload them to YouTube, I give them a number, and that is the number that is matching. And any other blue areas are areas I've just explored on my own, or that have been sort of, we've gone to maybe this place and then we've gone off exploring a little bit more. And then, of course, we have the new servers. So there's a lot of land here yet to explore. You can see I've done a lot of exploring just on my own as well. But first we have to decide, are we going to go to the old servers or the new servers? So let's decide that first, and we're just going to spin this corny looking thingamajig here and just see which we're going to go to. So northern means the new servers, southern is the old servers. So let's see which one happens here. So we are going to the Northern Isles, so that means the new servers. And last time, actually, it was on Melody. We haven't done Wurm Roulette now for a couple of weeks. There was Christmas time and a whole bunch of stuff in the way. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. And last time we were here, we can shut down this old server map. We can also shut that one down. So last time we were here on Melody at this spot. And we sort of sailed along the outer shores, and then we reached that spot. It was not a very eventful stream, but it wasn't one of the worst ones either. And by worst, I mean like sort of boring. Sometimes these Wurm Roulette streams are super exciting and interesting, and we see a lot of really cool stuff, and we meet a lot of people, and like all kinds of weird stuff happens, like the sea serpent that we encountered a few weeks ago. But sometimes the streams, the spot happens to be some really boring area, and then the way to get there is pretty boring. I would say this was kind of a mediocre stream, that one, but let's see what happens today. So the next thing we have to do is we have to press this magical button, which will plonk down a marker on some random location, and it's going to tell us where we're going to go today. Now, of course, if it plonks itself down into the water or onto any of the blue areas, we're not going to go there, right? We want one of these green areas. So let's just go and go ahead with this. So 3, 2, 1, pick destination, and this is now pointing to this part of Melody. So it's again on Melody this time. And there is, whatchamacallit, what was it called again? The new starter town. Oh, it's just on the tip of my tongue. Hello, Joe. Welcome on in. And hello there, Atone. Well, welcome on into the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome on into my stream. Good to have you join us. And I will check your guys' messages in a second. So let's just look at the map so I can refresh my memory. It's some musical thing. So it is Overture, of course. Yes. So it seems to be just east of Overture, and I have not explored this. So what we'll do, guys, is we're gonna explore this entire slab of land today. I have not explored this, and it looks like there's a lot of mountains. So we're gonna actually take some alcohol with us. And that reminds me, I wonder. Oh, because, yeah, of course, my alcohol has not been distilled. Guys, here's a newbie question for you. How long, so, you know, I'm new to the alcohol making in Wurm. How long, like, okay, I've had my vodka aging in the barrels, in the wine barrels. But once you put it into the still, how long does it take for it to distill? It's not an instant thing, though, is it? It's something that probably takes a while. I have no experience with that whatsoever. By the way, I have to say that a big thank you to DS, who was so kind to send me a beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful silver sickle that had a life transfer 50 quality and had a life transfer enchant on it. This is going to make it so much easier, guys, to do the Wurm Roulette streams. So when we encounter the mobs, we will stay alive a little bit easier. Also, before we just go forward here, remember when on Saturday I was building this little hut here for Griff to set up the factional fight merchant. So Griff has set up this little merchant here. I don't think there's anything, he hasn't put anything there yet, but he's going to be selling, the Factional Fight Brothers are going to be selling horseshoes, very fast horseshoes, saddles, stuff like that. I just need to build the rest of the house. So anyhow, what was I going to check? Something we were going to check over here. I just can't remember now. But while we're riding over there, let me just scroll up and see what I missed. And Tret is asking, did you never get burned out on the game? Oh, Tret, for sure. There are times that... oh, it was the alcohol we were going to check. That's right. So for sure, Tret, I do. I think every Wurmian... I wouldn't say burned out, although some people do actually get burned out. So some people don't really manage their, they take on too much, way too much to do. They're trying to do everything at the same time, and they actually burn out in the game. I just take things easy in Wurm. I don't take any stress. I just enjoy the game, play at my own pace, and I try to, manage things so that I don't get burned out. But what will happen from time to time is that I might get a little bit, a little bit bored, a little bit tired sometimes. And then I will, especially if there's like a new MMO that comes in, or some other game, like when Red Dead Redemption came out, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out on PC. I was completely obsessed with that. And I do go and play some other games from time to time, but Wurm doesn't go anywhere. Like, it's there in the background. You know, my deeds are still there, and then I usually find that when I've played those other games, I just get frustrated. I'm just like, what? I can't do the things that I can do in Wurm. I feel so restricted. Like, I don't feel like I have that freedom. So yeah, it's always good to return back to Wurm after that. So you know, I take these breaks once in a while, and I know the factional fight brothers also take breaks. But yeah, I always come back to Wurm, and it's always sort of there in the background. Anyhow, anyhow, if I taste this, it is saying clear and strong, but not drinkable yet. Has a very weak strength. So I'm just thinking about what kind of booze we're going to take with us today, because we're going to be climbing mountains. Yeah, so let me see if anyone answered about the distilling stuff here. So Atone Well says, according to the wiki, it's 48 hours from the beam appearing to them opening for the rifts. I see. Hello, Rixif. Welcome on in. So yeah, does anyone know? Is the distilling... maybe we'll just check on Wurmpedia. Hold on. Let's see what it says here. Still? Let's start with that. The burn time increases and decreases in conjunction with still quality. It doesn't say anything about how long it takes, though. Let's see if there's something on the alcohol making page. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's probably... my guess, though, is that it probably takes a long time. So, yeah. We're gonna leave that alone. Now, I do have a little bit of alcohol over here. But it is not strong at all, so it's pretty crappy stuff. I'm sorry, Viking. Hopefully Viking isn't here, because he made it. Oh, Viking, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any disrespect of your beautiful ginger beer that you made for me. There is the ginger beer. Taste, weak strength. What about the cider from Michio Kepler's? So I saved this cider from Michio Kepler's opening of his tavern, and if I taste this one, very weak strength, so it's even weaker than Viking's ginger beer. Now, okay, so let's just unseal that. We'll take some with us. The only problem with this stuff, I tried using it when I was climbing mountains, and I have to drink like tons and tons and tons of it to actually get my stamina up, so it's not too good. Unfortunately. Now let's just... we should get some measuring... Okay, we're gonna put this one, set volume to 10 kilograms, and we'll fill that with the ginger beer. And so if you don't know like why I am actually needing alcohol for our trip, the reason is that when you drink alcohol in Wurm, it will actually let you regain a little bit of stamina. And the better the alcohol, the more stamina you get back. And so what's the big deal with stamina? Well, the big deal is that when you're trying to climb a mountain, you are losing stamina because you're in climb mode. And if you lose all of your stamina, you're just going to fall down the mountain and die. So if you drink a little bit of alcohol as you're going up, You will. Oh my god, my son is playing video games again. I played back the stream for him last time because he was really like laughing a lot last time, and I was telling him it distracts me. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okie dokie, let's see what happens. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, I should probably throw away these old locks. Oh, and just noticed the checkers board here, which reminds me that I wanted to actually show you guys. We got some patch notes. We had a patch just before I started the stream today, and I did collect them here in Photoshop because I wanted to sort of highlight the stuff that I thought was like especially exciting. So, they have added now, today guys, today they have added a craftable variant of the checkerboard, and I have actually tested that on test server, so I can show you what that looks like. Let me just see, let me see. I'm gonna go over to, no, we're gonna go to websites, and we're gonna go to Wurm and items, and where did I save it? Here, yes. So that is the craftable checkers. So it's much more simple than the, and we can actually now drag that in to the items graphics folder. So just comparing the two, let me just put this sort by date there. Now we can see the two side by side. So you've got this one, which was the one that we got for Christmas, and this is the craftable one. Craftable Christmas one. So the Christmas one is much fancier, of course. And another thing we have to do here in Photoshop, and I heard that somebody sent a message, so let me just check and see if there's anything. Oh dear. There is a hotfix downtime between 30 and 60 minutes. In 10 minutes. No. Oh, so we've got a customer here. Hello. Let's help out Sonara. Sonara has come by to buy some horses. So let me just, hold on, there's Rin. And Sonara is over here. Where is Sonara? You need to drop them a little bit more to the west. Over here. Here by this oh, hold on, right. So this happened to her as well. I see now. This same thing happened to me during my Wurm Roulette stream, guys. Do you remember? This happened to me a few weeks ago. So you're not able to load them back into the ship. Is this creature cage something you have on loan from a friend or alliance member? Sure. So she's buying some horses, but do you guys remember what happened like some time ago? What happened was that I had some creature cages that were on loan from an alliance member, and they had given me alliance permissions, and then we'd taken the creature cages over to another server, and I was able to unload them, but I could not load them back into the ship, and I had to have a GM come and help me. Are these your personal creature cages, or has an alliance member or friend loaned, given you permissions? We can fix your key, your purchase mistake. Okay. So it is her creature cage. So this is not the alliance thing, that the alliance permission issue. It's just that she unloaded them a little bit too much here on my land. But the server is going to go down. Let's look at this after the server comes back up. And I'm also streaming, by the way. Let's just give her my Twitch link. Guys, we're gonna have to figure out what the heck we're gonna do while the server is down. Downtime between 30 and 60 minutes? No. No, 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 no. Why, guys? Why? Hello, River Dog. Welcome on into the stream. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying here. And Frodehammer, hello. Welcome on in. Very bad timing on DS. Hello. I was just, you probably weren't here yet, but I was just mentioning this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful silver lifesteal sickle that you sent me, which was very, very kind of you. And I hope you got your little letter back. I actually found a bug when I was writing the letter to you. It seems that the send button is kind of misaligned on the new UI. I think what the issue is, is that I have set it so that anyone can drop, can unload. I should change that. And load on my deed. We're gonna change that right away. Let's see if we have time before the servers go down. Settlement. Manage roles. Edit non-citizens. Where's the unload thingamajig here? Oh, unload is not checked. Oh, it wasn't turned on after all. Huh. So how come she was unable to unload on deeded land? Interesting. I do not understand that then. That's very strange. So guys, we're going to have to think of something. What the hell are we going to do for 30 to 60 minutes? Oh man, I'm sorry DS. So you shattered the first one. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, and silver, you know, is those are tricky as well because it uses so much silver to do the improving. Yes, we'll get it all sorted for you after it comes up. Okay, what are we gonna do now, guys? Good. And Sonara is here still. Good, let's get her situation fixed as well. So Sonara is already online. Okay. So let's just get her horsey situation fixed here. So she bought a hell horse by mistake. And what was the stall that she said again? Let's just ask her. What stall was it that you wanted to purchase after all? 13 instead of 18. Okay, I'm gonna have to just check the price difference here. Let's see, Wurm Online. Wurm. Horse stuff, new servers. Let's just bring this over here. So Sonara purchased 18. No, she bought 13 and she wanted 18, so 13 would have been this guy over here. So that's 3.5 silver. She wanted 18. Let's just look for 18. So 18 was Happy Rage, the golden buckskin, which is 2 silver, 5 copper. So she should get back 1.5 silver. Okay, let's do this then. No, Sonara, of course we're going to give you your refund for that. Of course. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money in Wurm terms. So, do you have the key that you can give me? So I can just put it back into the merchant. Okay. There is that one. And she wanted 18. So that was gold buckskin 18. And let's just give that to her. And I'll go get you your money. And actually, I think the money, we might have just the right amount here in... Oh, that's 5, okay. Let's go to the bank and let's just get an even, what was it, 2 silver that I need to give back? I think it was, wasn't it? Or was it 1 silver? Let me check. So, 4, those were 3.5. This one is 2, no, it's 1.5 silver. 1.5 silver is what we need. Don't you worry about it one bit, Sonara, if you're still here watching the stream. Bank, withdraw money, 150. Yeah, I agree. Griff is saying here that this is great content, and I agree because, you know, I think one of the charms of Wurm is this players, the trade that players have amongst each other, and this is just such a great example of that. And please, Serena, yes, thank you. Good, good, good. Then I don't have to be left feeling bad about it, about the situation. Yes, and let's just thank her so much for your business. I hope your horsey serves you well. Now, did she get her buckskin? Did you already pack up the buckskin, or are you just about to go and get it? I'm just wanting to make sure that it actually worked the key for you. Moving cages first. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye here before we start leaving. Yes. So, yeah, I think I agree with Griff completely. It is great content because for a stream, because for somebody, if we were to imagine somebody just watching watching a Wurm stream for the very first time, I think just the player trade is something so cool about Wurm, that not only the fact that all of the cool stuff that you can sell in Wurm would be player created or like produced stuff. You know, it's taken me a long time and it's been a lot of work to be able to breed these high speed horses, for instance. And just to have this whole like scenario shown that, you know, somebody's come to my horse market, purchased a horse off the merchant there, and also this interaction of, you know, this sort of human to human connection that, you know, that is so... what would be the opposite of sterile, guys? You know, like, you know how like player trading in something like World of Warcraft is rather sterile, isn't it? You set up an auction there, you sell your stuff up on the auction house, you never meet the person, you know, face to face. Whereas here, it's like an actual human connection. Hello there, Morkun Taro, and welcome to the stream, and you want me to hydrate. So, time to take a little slurp. Thank you, Morkun, for reminding me. Okay, Tret, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great evening, and talk to you soon. Oh yeah, the name of the horse, Happy Rage, yes. And let's just put that actually as sold. Sold. And I'll put that all in red color as well. Good. Done. Now...
Cats? How did we get onto your stream?
Oh, must be logic.
How did you guys get onto my stream? It's mysterious. Now, let's start the actual Wurm Roulette part of the stream. So, we have to mark it on our map. So the place that we're going to go today, guys, is, we're staying on Melody today. And the marker plonked itself down here, just east of Overture. But we're going to go and actually, we'll go and explore this entire area. And actually, I wonder if Viking is online. He is not. Viking, are you still there in the chat by any chance? So what I would like to ask from Viking is, Viking, do you happen to have any stronger booze that you could give me? Hello there, Zayan. Welcome on into the stream. So you found me through my Legends of Arya videos when you were looking at information about it, but the game wasn't for you, but you still found my content interesting. Ah, I see. Zayan, would you happen to be the person I was just talking to on the YouTube comments section? We were talking about Stim and his and the Legends of Ultima server. Would that have been you, or was that somebody else? So Viking, yes, anything that's like, anything that will give, you know, your highest quality stuff, because the ginger beer, it's not gonna cut it actually for my adventures, and I would also be happy to compensate you for that as well, because I know that you're selling booze. So Viking here, he sells booze to other players. In other words, alcohol. And so you might be wondering, like, why do you need alcohol? And I was just explaining this earlier on during the stream, is that You need it so that you can climb mountains and stuff like that. Oh, I see, Zion. Yes, because somebody else just started sending me a message on my YouTube about the Legends of Ultima server, you see. Oh, yes, thank you, Denali. Yeah, it's hidden behind my other monitor. Thank you very much, Denali. Thank you. So the booze is crude. Let's see on the alcohol page of Wurm. Alcohol. So there's no mention of crude here. Oh, how could we see? How could we see the quality? Here. No, that's just a general quality page. Yeah, that doesn't really help us, does it? So my point is, I wonder if the crude stuff is better or worse than the ginger beer that I have here. Let me just see. So when I inspect the ginger beer, it is taste. It is... it doesn't actually say. What's the quality number-wise, Viking, for the stuff that you have? I wonder if the quality is actually... So your stout is 25, and this stuff is 20. So maybe it's a bit better. Let's put this back. Because we're going to be doing some mountain climbing today, so I need some alcohol. That's the thing. And we'll go over to Viking's place. Are you actually online right now? You are, yes. You're checking your vodka. And Zarin says, we need the ability to make cocktails. That would be cool. And Zion, you saw that I had quit Legends of Arya, but you were looking at my series to see how much I would actually like it, or how much you would actually like it, and you think it's kind of important to have a good community for it, but it seemed to be very low population when you tried it recently. Right, yeah. The last time I tried it like a few months ago just to see how the frozen tundra looks, and it seemed quite empty. It did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is with that, but I don't really have like I lost all my stuff in Legends of Arya, my houses and everything, so I haven't really had the motivation to go back. I'm just scrolling up here to see if I missed anything else. No, I think I got everything. So your vodka is 30.75. So that would be at least a little bit better than the ginger beer. Would I be able to get 5 kilograms of that? Let me just set the volume to 5 kilograms. And are you inside or where are you right now? The doors are locked. Yeah, 5 liters. Of course, the measuring jug is talking about grams, but I guess it's the same as 5 kilograms would be the same.
Hello.
Let me just give you my let me just give you my jug here. Would you have enough to fill this? That's all I need for my trip. Sipaku, hello. You have the perfect soundtrack for this trip. Well, I don't dare open it, Sipaku, because it might be it might flag for the copyright stuff. So, but thank you anyhow. It's not DMCA, you don't think? Yeah, I need to get to work with this alcohol making stuff. I really do. Now, where did Viking go? Oh, and you know what I need? I need some tar for my lantern, but we'll just wait for it. Let's put on our armor meanwhile. Equip. And by the way, guys, was it so that so I have like 2 sickles wielded. Was it so that the right hand is the primary weapon, right? Because I got that beautiful new silver sickle with life transfer from DS, and I just want to make sure I have the right one equipped on the right hand. And would it be that this is then the right hand? Yes, it says so actually. Hold on. I saw it there for a moment. Where did... Here it shows. Okay. Right hand is primary? Okay, thank you, Sipaku. Okay. And so Viking, how much would you, if you were to sell this vodka, how much would you charge for that? We'll have a look at that later on. How I could compensate you for that, because I know you work very hard with your alcohol and you have a business running for that. So let's have a look at that later on and see if we can compensate you somehow. Zion, you were asking, what have some of your other favorite games been recently? Obviously, Wurm is one of them. Yes, so I have been, over the past year, I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2 when that came out on PC. And it's been mainly actually Wurm that I've been playing, but I have been considering, well, first of all, Elite Dangerous is also something I've been playing, and that is going to come out with like a new update on a new expansion called Odyssey very, very soon, and I am going to be playing that so much. I'm going to be streaming so much of that. I can hardly wait. And I know Viking also streams Elite Dangerous. That's actually how we met, me and Viking, and I got him over to Wurm. But he plays a lot of Elite Dangerous as well, and I know he's also looking forward to the Odyssey expansion. So yeah. And then also I've been considering starting to do some Minecraft streams. I tried Minecraft many years ago when it first came out, just very briefly, but it really wasn't my thing, so I'd be kind of interested to give it a go now, because of course, for those who don't know, Minecraft is sort of the baby of Wurm in a way. Notch, who made Minecraft, the game that he was working on before Minecraft was actually this one. So it would be really interesting to compare the two games. Now, let's make sure we have everything we need for our trip. So we're going to need some cotton if we need to heal ourselves. Let's take 20 cotton with us. Then we want to throw all of the tools that we don't need. Let's just throw those into the chest here. Hatchet, we won't need that, I don't think. Shovel, we're always going to take. Butchering knife, we're always going to take. Let's set this one to 1 gram. And rename it 1 gram. And then we can grab the booze from there. So let's put the booze here, and then the 1 gram jug over here as well, because we're only going to portion it to 1 gram at a time. Then we're going to need some food. Let's eat some of the affinity foods for fighting and stuff. I think I have some. I should have some. So let's see. Affinity foods. Weapons smithing, blah blah blah. Aggressive fighting, yes please. 2 hours. Let's get at least 4 hours there. Good. There's 4 hours of aggressive fighting, then just normal fighting. Let's get 4 hours of that as well. Good. Then we need just some garbage food with us. So I'm gonna cut a portion of this this pizza over here. Oh, we have to put it here to cut a portion. Take portion. Oh, it's such a small piece. Okay, we're gonna put that directly into our picnic basket. So put that over there and put the pizza inside the picnic basket. And then we might be able to fit one of these. We should, yeah, let's see if we can fit one of these garbage meals in there as well. Can this one fit in there also? Nope. Yeah, it's like 2 kilograms is what fits in there. So for some reason that didn't fit. Oh well, that'll do us. Then what else do we need? Oh, we should leave the rest of the tools behind. And there's also a horse hide in my inventory. 6 quality. Let's put that away. Over there. There. Anvil. And we'll leave the other sickle behind. And what else do we need? Let's put these in order now. So, cotton. Combine this. Put that there. Got our cotton. Branding iron, we're going to leave that behind. Lantern. We have our lantern. Put that into that slot. Booze we have. Our food. Water. We should have some kind of water. The thermos bottle is just not enough. So I'm just going to grab one more of those jugs. Those measuring jugs are just so handy for, because you can completely control how much water you take with you by just setting the volume. So I really like to use those for water jugs. Let's just take this one. And we're going to set it to, set volume to 5 kilograms, I think. And actually I have some water here. So we can just fill it from here. There, we've got our water. As you can see, I didn't get prepared in time, guys, before the stream. Tent goes in here. Large sign. I think I have signs in my NAR, don't I? Yes, let's take one into our inventory so I don't forget. Large sign. Horse gear, taming grass, don't need that. Butchering knife, we've got that one. Good. I think we're all ready to go, guys. I had to actually make these like little categories in my inventory because I always forget something important. And do I have anything in my inventory that we don't want to take with us? No? The rest is good to go. Okay, finally, guys. I mean, we're only... How long have we been streaming? We've only been streaming over 2 hours. And we're only now starting to begin our journey. And of course, since we're here on Melody, since we're going to be staying on Melody, we do not actually have to pack a creature cage or anything. Come on, horsey, we're going to go for an adventure. And this is the one with the beautiful. Just gonna make sure I've got the nice saddle and the horseshoes from the Factional Fight Brothers on this one. Open. Look, equipment. Yes, I do. Yes. Oh, so cute. Okay, let's get going. And we'll just turn off the UI as well. Should probably drink too. Well, I'll drink when we get to Overture. Okay, finally, guys. Finally. And while we're sailing, let me just shut down Photoshop. Because we're not going to need this anymore. And yes, actually, while we're sailing, what I wanted to go through was the patch notes, guys. So we can now make the plain checkerboard. And let's just actually see what is required for that. Let's have a look here. So if we search for checkerboard, here we go, checkerboard. So 1 plank, 1 shard of marble, 8 small nails, 2 ribbons, and 24 checker pieces. And checker pieces are made from dye and pegs. Aha, interesting, dye. You don't see dye used as a crafting material very often, do you? So yeah, now you can make your plain ones. And again, we were checking, I did add that to the item list. So again, the difference in how they look is over here. So there is the fancy one we got for Christmas, the premium players, and there's the one you can craft. Good. And what else is in the patch notes here? Yes, so rifts, runes, and imbues are now enabled on the Northern Freedom Isles, which is super exciting. I think for a lot of players have been probably looking forward to those. And it looks like there might have been some issues with the checkerboards not fitting on so many tables, so they fixed that. And this is an interesting one. Source springs will now respawn periodically around servers with a finite amount of source. Now, I'll tell you something, guys, is that I have never, in all of my Wurm years, I have never actually stumbled upon source springs ever, and I know what they're supposed to look like because I spawned them on let's see, I think I have it here. Source, I spawned them on Wurm Unlimited. I was pretty sure that I had, but they basically look kind of like little rocks in a way. I was so sure that I put them here. I guess I didn't though. They look very much like ore or rocks, I believe. Yeah, it looks like I didn't put them here actually. But so you might be, if you're new to Wurm, you might be wondering, so what do you do with source springs? And some of you who are more like older players of Wurm, who have dealt with the source springs, you would probably be able to explain a little bit better than I could, because I don't have any experience with them. But apparently, from what I've understood, you can extract source from them that you can grind up and then eat, and it will give you karma. And so then you might be wondering, so what do you do with karma in Wurm? And if you go to your character window, there is karma here when you right click the body, and this only starts to show apparently once you have a little bit of karma generated. So if you have not gotten any karma, apparently this doesn't show yet, okay? And it looks like I have 951 karma, and I can spend it on, right now I could spend it on lighting up 50 tiles radius. I could, I can't afford this one, light up 100 tiles radius. Then you've got the even larger one. I'm not sure why anyone would use that, to be honest. Then you've got Summon Corpse. Now this is an interesting one, because imagine if you died on a really steep, let's say you started tumbling down a mountain to your death, and it'd be impossible to get your body back without alcohol or like those stamina sandwiches. You might want to then summon your corpse, but that costs 3,000 karma, so I'm not even close to that. Then a town portal, you can just teleport to a town apparently, and I thought there was some other options as well, but is that it then? There should be. I'd like to see actually more options for using karma in this game. It's kind of an interesting concept. And let's just see what you guys are saying here. So how do you see karma again? So you go to your you open your character window, Viking. You right click the little body icon in the bottom left, and there should be karma there. If you have accumulated any. Oh, I see, Denali. Denali is saying town portal summons you home, doesn't it? Oh, I see. Yeah, just from the description, it feels like it would summon you to like a town, right? Because it says town portal, but I guess what they mean by town in that case is then your deed. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying here. So, Viking, you don't have any karma yet, but how do you get karma? Now, gosh, I don't remember actually. Let's have a look on Wurmpedia how you actually get the karma. Getting karma. The following ways are known to give karma. Conquer a tower on Epic and Chaos, the PvP servers. Drink source liquid. This is what we were talking about, the source stuff in source springs and source fountains. Eat source salt. Oh, I was confusing source springs with the salt stuff. Yeah, so you can mine source salt sometimes. I believe it's this little white stuff, if I remember correctly. So yeah, there's source liquid and source salt. They're two different things, but they both contribute to the whole like karma thing. And then contribute to missions. So this is something quite fun that you could do right away, Viking, is do some of the missions. And again, we were looking at missions in one of my streams. So the missions, if you go to Tools, More, and then you go to Mission Progress and Mission Details, you will see all of the current missions ongoing. Those red ones are the completed ones, I believe. And so we have several different missions going on. These are for all of the people on the server to take part in. And of course, you can also travel to other servers to take part in these as well, if you want to just sail over. So Magranon needs you to sacrifice 10 large rats that have appeared across the land. Use a sacrificial knife, I'm guessing that's going to say. This one is Venora commands you to slay the traitor champion Tortoise seen fleeing from Valray to these lands. Foe urges you to slay 8 champion blue whales. Oh my god, that seems like a pretty crazy one. That have appeared across the land. So we might actually see some champion whales around here, guys. We should keep our eyes peeled for champion whales. And you don't have to complete all of these. Everyone who contributes gets some sleep bonus and karma and all that good stuff. Then this one, Libella commands you to slay 23 champion lava spiders that have appeared across the land. And then you have, if you double click it, you get like some more information here. And it will tell you the rewards as well. So yeah, have a look at those missions, Viking. That might be quite something quite fun to do, just for a change. Did I have anything else in the patch notes here? So these all came in today. And there's a whole bunch of other things. I just sort of highlighted the ones I wanted to talk about. So, fixed issue causing you to not be able to fight back when a hostile creature on deed targeted you first. Now, this is something we have run into many times during the Wurm Roulette streams where I've been, exploring somebody's deed, and then something attacks me, and then I can't do anything about it because I don't have the permissions to attack back. And look at that, guys. I don't think I've seen that lighthouse before. That's a very nice lighthouse indeed. I don't believe I've seen that before. It has been some time since I've sailed through here, I have to admit. So yeah. And the horsey is faithfully swimming there behind me. Let me just see what else you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying here. And Skyfalls, hello, welcome on into the stream. So the source change actually hurt you a bit because you were lucky and you had found a couple of places to deed where you had 6 springs. Now you will have none. Oh, that is painful indeed. Oh, and you never realized you could double click them open, Denali. Yeah, it's not immediately obvious, is it? And Griff, have you guys ever found like a source spring? Yeah, Forrest chuckles, the stars are pretty, aren't they? Yes, and perfect music for this kind of serene, starry night sail over to Overture. Only this thing is like ruining ruining everything. God, I'm not a fan, guys. I'm not a fan of those things sticking up in the air. Sticking up in the sky like that just ruins it. I might have to, I don't know. I know there's other people who feel the same way as I do about that. It's just immersion breaking. I wonder if there would be a better way to display where something exciting is going on. Like maybe little like arrows on the edges of the screen, but I guess that could become also annoying if you didn't want, if you had no interest in that. I was just thinking like if, like let's say we're facing this direction, you'd have a little arrow that, hey, look over there, or like go in that direction, or I don't know, maybe something on a compass actually. I wonder, what if, oh damn it, now I hit the compass. Why did you do that, Cats? Why did you do that? I meant to toggle the size. So let me just disembark for a moment. I'm gonna just look at this compass here. Yeah, roly-poly. So you're saying a rift compass. Well, of course, there's like other things that also, like special things that can happen. So we have these 2 pillars now. So something that would just in general show that there's something of interest. Just gonna wait for this to come up. So we can see, there we go. So let's just imagine that we're facing this direction. And if there'd be some little symbol on the compass to show the direction in which something interesting is going on. I don't know. I don't know if that's like that's a completely horrible idea, but yeah. I am not a fan of those beams in the sky. I'm telling you right now, I am not a fan. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? And Griff says, apparently there is a white dragon hatchling near Overture. Oh, so is there going to be a public slaying soon, Griff? Is it happening today? And Denali, typical worm. You never stop learning. That's right. And let me just check the chat here. I missed some stuff earlier on. And Buzzkill, you were saying earlier on, so Minecraft is just an ugly looking worm? Yeah, basically. An ugly looking worm and also a more simple one. Let me just see. Reading through these earlier messages here. And I actually missed from Zion, so... Oh man, where did it go again? This OBS Studio, the way that the text, like the chat scrolls, like it will... You know how like some chat scrolls, guys, in some applications, it will, like as soon as somebody says something new, it just bounces up again? That's how it is. Let me just pop this out and see if that actually helps. I like Streamlabs OBS because the chat will actually stay in the spot where you scrolled it like manually, and then it doesn't keep bouncing back up. So Zion was saying that you've been playing a different Sandbox MMO, but you're waiting for the server wipe for it, so you've been looking around for others in the meantime. I see. So which Sandbox MMO have you been playing, Zion, if you're still there? Oh, and Joe was also asking that. Let's see if Zion answered Joe. Oh, and Joshua went off to build a Lego Disney castle with his wife. Oh, you're playing Haven and Hearth, Zion. I see. Haven and Hearth. Yes, many people have asked me if I have tried Haven and Hearth. Seems like it's a similar group of players who like these games. Never tried it myself, though. And Griff, you think that the source springs look more like fountains. I see. Well, you know what we could do? Just so that I know how to spot one, let's just spawn one in Wurm Unlimited and see what it looks like. Let's just quickly spawn one. You know, I meant to ask you guys, does anyone know what the heck is up with these starter towns having so many of these abandoned carts? Is that like a meme kind of joke thing? Why are there so many carts in starter towns? I don't get it at all. We should get a good slurp. I mean, look at these carts, guys. And there's more up here. I don't understand. What is up with the carts? Look at them all. Cart, cart. Cart, cart, cart. Cart, cart, cart. Even there's carts up there. There's even a cart over there. Why? Why? I don't understand. Because here's, like, I understand why carts are useful for a new player, because you can carry around heavy things. But what I don't understand is why they've all been abandoned here. Why haven't new players taken their carts with them, or are they just like too annoying to drag behind? And it's so weird because like when I first started Wurm, I just went walking around. I didn't start making a cart in the starter town, so I find it so strange that... Or is it one of the like journal? Maybe it's because it's one of the journal things. So a new player starts the game, then they're checking around, you know, they're pressing all the buttons, and then they find the journal, and then they see this thing about like making a cart. I think it's one of the first ones. Maybe that's why they've made all these carts. I don't know. It's so strange. And Griff was asking, do I have any container for source I might find? Well, Griff, if we do find some, and now we're actually in Wurm Unlimited, so let me just Let me just put this to daytime. Daytime. There, that's better. And let's spawn a source spring and see what it looks like. So that if we do stumble upon one, I will know what to look for. And this is going to be interesting for you guys to see as well. You know, you saw the patch notes about the source springs, but what do they look like, right? So let's just use our GM wand. And of course, any one of you, you can just buy Wurm Unlimited and you can set yourself up a GM character with which you can do exactly what I'm doing now if you want to check things. So, source fountain spring. So there's like two different. Okay, let's look at what these look like. So source spring. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of rocks. That's what I had in mind. So what does the fountain look like then? And what's the difference between a source spring and a source fountain? I knew that it was just like a pile of rocks. Create source fountain. So that actually looks like a fountain. What the heck? Just put this like higher. Source fountain, source spring. Let's look at those patch notes just one more time here. Source springs will now respawn periodically around servers with a finite amount of source. Springs disappear once the source is collected. Current source springs and fountains will also stop regenerating source in them and will disappear once empty of source. Underground source springs that spawn upon breaking cave walls will now spawn more often. So there's both springs and fountains, but what the heck is the difference between them? Let's look on Wurmpedia and see if we can find out. Yeah, I've definitely, you know guys, like, there could have been fountains. This could have very well easily been that I have seen fountains around and just assumed it was a player created like just a stone fountain without realizing that it was actually a source fountain. That should have a different visual in my opinion. Because otherwise people are not going to recognize it, right? Because it literally looks exactly the same as like a stone fountain that you can build. What the heck? Source fountain. And then source spring. Okay, let's see what the difference is. So, can be seen within a 4-tile range. So you would actually have to be very close to this thing. I mean, 4 tiles is a very small amount. I mean, 4 tiles, that's like 4 tiles right there. And cannot be moved or bashed. So this is probably explaining why some people have actually built like a house around it or something like that, or a fence around it so nobody could access it. So that's one of those. Source spring. This is the